Got his wife.
Cameron's got his wife again. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great tune. I remember it. One of the first ones for me, and I gotta remember what key that's in. Now, Elaine, how was the rehearsal last night with the orchestra?
It was good.
Yeah, it worked out okay.
Yeah, yeah. Bill had a bit of trouble getting the video stuff organized.
Yes.
Again, that sound thing, and he eventually found a setting on his computer that he had to,
On his computer.
yeah, had to
Yeah.
change over so that. Well, basically, what was happening was they were able to hear people speaking in that, but once the instruments started, they couldn't hear the instruments.
Yeah.
He found the changeover, whatever he had to do, and then yeah, so that it went all right from there on in.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm glad it
Yeah,
went okay.
yeah,
It was a little frantic there trying to get him on the Zoom because I was on the subway, so I was only sporadically getting the service. And I was trying to send him the code, and then finally he got the code and he was good to go. But then I didn't know about the sound because by then I was already in the building.
yeah. I
So
think, yeah. Well, I think like we'd started the whole rehearsal by the time it was apparent that they weren't hearing the music and that. So
yeah. Well,
yeah,
I'm sure it was okay, and I'm glad Brenda was able to lead it. That's great.
yep.
Excellent. So Cameron's got his wife again. It's a tune in D. So I think we should maybe warm up our D major scale there to start off today.
All right.
To do that, we have to do an octave and a half. So we're going to start on the D string and go all the way up to the high A on the E string and come all the way down to the low A on the G string. So I'm just going to tune up my fiddle here. There we go. Okay, so great little tune. Just a dandy. It's an old one, 18th century, it's 1700s, man, geez. The hits keep coming. Anyway, so let's warm up with our D major scale. Nice and easy to start off with. Nice long notes. Ready, go. All right, how we feeling with the D? Working out okay? Let's do it again just to be sure. Ready, go. Okay, still feeling good? Still in tune? All right, let's pick up the pace. We'll do it faster. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, we should do the arpeggio. Let's try the arpeggio before we forget. So it's the low A and then the D. That feeling okay, that arpeggio? For the most part? Yeah, let's do it again. There's your low A. Okay, ready, go. Little better, hopefully. So now, let's pick up the pace and do scale and then arpeggio, but fast. Okay? And let's see if it stays in tune. So increase your finger pressure a little bit to make up for the tempo. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo, D. How's that feel? Is it okay? Yeah? No? One more crack at the fast. Make sure that first finger is there, that E, before you start, so that you can take that guesswork out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo. Oh, sorry.
Is he dead?
No, I don't think so. Thank you. That was Jennifer, the tuba player. It's funny because in the opera, they are in this, like the musicians, there's 5 of them. There's 2 violinists and a guitar and an accordion and her on the tuba. I guess actually 6, clarinet too. And anyway, and they're all stuffed into this cupboard. It looks like a wardrobe. And at a certain point, the doors open and they come out, and they're all in costume as soldiers. Well, 2 of them have gas masks on, but they are supposed to move like marionette puppets. So they kind of come out like this, and then sit down, and then they kind of come to life and play, and then go dead again. You know. So it was kind of funny because she was talking about this cupboard, and I didn't really know what she was talking about. She's like, "It's a little tight in the cupboard." You know, waiting to go on. There's 6 of us in there. They're like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Well, we're in this cupboard." And when she was practicing, she had this little box because she was supposed to sit on the edge of the cupboard. It was just a little step. So she was practicing. She had this little box to mimic sitting down low like that to play. And then, sure enough, let's go to the opera, and they open the door, and Jennifer comes out of the closet. Oh, wild. It was wacky. Okay, Cameron's got his wife again. Great tune. I'm going to play it again just to kind of get it solidly in the as an earworm. easy, right? Pretty easy. And it's a kind of a short tune, so they call that a single, where the parts are only 4 bars long rather than 8 bars long. So it's not a huge bite to chew, you know. And so it starts up on the D. So I'm just going to play you that first phrase, then we'll try to get it. Easy. Okay, let's see if we can get those 2 bars. So it's D, B, A, F, A. It's kind of like a D arpeggio with an added B. That's what it is. So let's give that a try. 1, 2, 3. Okay, is that working out? And in terms of the dots and dashes, we just got long, short, long, short. No big deal. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more to be sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the second phrase carries on the same way, but then makes a change. But it's got a lot of same elements in it, so let's give that a try. The second 2 bars of that A part, and we'll play the C pickup note on an up bow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little trickier. Let's try it again. So 2 to the 3. Ready, go. One more to be sure. Ready from the C. Ready, go. All right. Now let's string it together. Play this whole first line. 1, 2, 3. Did that work out? Looked like it. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Any problems there, ladies? No? Yes?
Just a question about, let me go into the very first bar. You have the D and the B and then the A. I'm looking at that A as a short and then followed by the long note. And
In the
I'm
very
not
first
sure
bar?
we're doing it. The very first bar, Dan, and there's after the pickup, there's a D and then a B, and then
Yeah.
there's an A. And I'm thinking, in my notes, it tells me to play it short, and
Oh,
then
really?
yeah, and then followed by the F sharp, which is a little bit, which has got a dot on it, so it'd be played longer.
Oh, I must have a different version. So did I
Okay.
send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So I got this. It was in Jerry's book. I wonder what I sent to you. Hold on now. God, these versions are tricky. Stress pays because those longs and shorts, you know. Oh, good. Okay. So let's see. Cameron. Okay, I got you. So we got it off the session. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay. Oh, I'll.
I got the right version now. Ooh. Okay, you got the same version, Elaine, off the session?
No, I'm using the one out of Jerry's book, but it was the way you were playing it.
Yeah, I kind of think we should use the one from Jerry's book because it's usually the correct one. So let me
Okay.
just send that to you there, Astrid. It's in the Google Drive, but let me send it to you anyway. Yeah, defo. Okay, hold on here. Astrid Cameron. Okay, it's off to her now. Okay, let's try that again in the meantime. One, two, three. Okay, is that working for you, Elaine? Cool. It's very repetitive. Now the only thing is that you notice in the second bar, it has the F to the D, F to the A of the B part there. And in all the other ones, it's a short sandwich. But in this one, like in the next bar, it's a short sandwich. Same figure, but the short notes are in the middle. Same with the second bar of the last line. But this one here has long, short, long, short. So I'm thinking that it's probably just the way Jerry played it on his record and Paul wrote it down that way. But I think it's probably a short sandwich every time. Kind of makes sense. See what I mean by that? Yeah. So we'll treat that like a short one. Anyway, I don't know what happened to Astrid. Probably dealing with her dog. Let's try the A part a couple more times. I'm sure you wouldn't mind the practice. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, Astrid, so I sent you that file. Oh, you got it? Okay, great. So now, let's tackle the second part here. So I was saying to Elaine, it's very repetitive. So we got this F to the D. It's basically a D arpeggio starting on F. See that? And then you do it again. And then you do it again. And then we got the same ending as the A part. See that? Very simple. So let's see if we can get that whole line. I think we can probably just get the whole line. And we'll play the G pickup note. So up bow for that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, easy as cake, piece of pie. Let's do it again. Up bow G. Ready, go. Okay, we'll try it once more. Now the third sandwich there, we're treating that as a short sandwich because you might notice that all the other F, D, F, A figures are short sandwiches in this B part. So I'm pretty sure that that's a typo. You notice that? All the other F, D, F, A's are short sandwiches. So I was saying to Elaine, I think that Jerry must have played it long, short on a record. And Paul Cranford wrote it out that way because he thought it was the way to be done or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it was a typo. So let's treat that as a short sandwich. Let's try her again. All right. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. So we got a little surprise run in there, eh? Kind of comes from behind. Great little run though. It's really nice. So let's just try now just the last couple of bars because I think the rest of it is pretty the rest of the B part's pretty straightforward, but let's get those last couple of bars from there. Okay, from that little run up from the D. Ready, go. Let's do it again. Same thing. Up we go from D. Ready, go. Okay, is that working? Yeah, pretty straightforward. So let's try the whole B part now. Okay, ready, go. Did that all work out? Yeah.
Just before that run, on the second last bar, so in other words, there's a B and an E. Is that a short and then a long? Or is
Yeah,
that
it's a short long.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
it's a real Scotchy thing to do. E out of nowhere. Okay, let's try that whole B part again. ready, go! One more time to be sure. From the G. Ready, go. Easy. No problem at all. I don't know what this tune Chums is like. I don't know if I've ever played it. Kind of cool. Fairly straightforward. Written by two people. Very interesting. Okay, shall we try her from the top? I think we might as well. Okay. Nice and easy. No rush. 1, 2, 3. One more time. ice cream truck is here. If anybody's wants a bit of ice cream. At least they come after dinner now. They used to come right at dinner time when the kids were really small, which was really a pain because they'd hear the ice cream truck and dinner would be out the window. We'd have to convince them to eat it. Anyway, okay, how are we getting along with Cameron's got his wife again? Pretty good? That's good. We'll pick up the pace a tiny little bit. Now, did I pick a tune to go into after the Strasbourg? Did I talk about that or no? I did? Oh, good. What are we going to go into?
We did some The Irishman and the 100. I think that's what we were working
Oh,
on.
those are the Jakes. Yeah, we'll work on those too. But I'm just wondering about a reel.
Uh,
Go after the Strasbourg.
Okay, then
was it Jenny Dang?
What's that?
Jenny Dang?
Dang, Jenny Dang. That's what it was.
yeah, and the other
Definitely.
one. There's
Jenny
another
Dang.
one. Silver Spear.
Silver Spear, Jenny Dang and the Silver Spear. That's going to be a great set. Well, before we put them together, well, we'll try Cameron's Got His Wife again one more time, or a couple more times, just a little bit faster. And then we'll work on those and we'll put the whole set together. It'd be great. One of the challenges a lot of what I call adult learners have is getting from one end of a set to the other. It's a bit of a stint, you know. It's taxing, and it takes a little getting used to. So this will be a good example, really good example. So let's try her up the notch a little bit. See if we can do it like that. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, we'll do it twice. 1, 2, 3. One more. One more time, last time. All right. Great tune. Now let's get those reels out. Jenny Dang a Weaver. The Weaver. She be danging him. Doesn't seem too happy with whoever she's dating. Oh, the Weaver. Maybe she got the skirt wrong. Very upset. And Silver Spear. We're using, I think, the one from Sandy's book for that. Yeah. Oh, so me and my band are going on a Cape Breton tour. Well, we're playing in Dartmouth too, but mostly in Cape Breton. So I came up with a poster today. Here's the poster. What do you guys think?
That looks fantastic. What an invitation. Brace yourself.
I actually changed that. I changed it to put the kettle on.
Okay.
But I think it'll be really good. We got 4 gigs over. We're gonna be gone about 6 days, and we decided to fly. We were gonna drive and try to do a gig in Quebec, but it was getting hard to put together the gig in Quebec, and it would end up me being away for 12 days. So we decided to fly. We're gonna get a car. It's a little more money, but I think it's worth it. So should be fun. Alrighty, so let's try those reels. See if we can put them together. Do you remember which one came first? I think it's Jenny Dang comes first. I would say, yeah. I'm not sure how fast. Can we try it that fast? See if it works? 2 times each. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. one of those tunes that you gotta play a D. So dum be diddle be a, then you gotta play a D because it kind of leaves you hanging. Okay. Now the transition is a little awkward. That's what I would probably do. So getting to the end of Jenny Dang the Weaver. Play a long F, and then you can play a A and a G, and you can play the Silver Spear. See that? That's going to be an easier transition. Little awkward going from that F down to the low F. So we'll do it that way. Now, let's see about putting these three tunes together. Basically, all we got to do is make sure that the strathspey leaves room for the reel to get faster. So, that's it. That's all you got to do. Very, very simple. So your finishing Cameron's got his wife again with that up bow D, and then you're going to join it with the up bow F that Jenny Dang the Weaver has as a pickup note. So it's kind of going to be kind of an up in there to get into the reel. Anyway, let's have a go at it, shall we? Two times each in the Cape Breton style. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Again. nice D set, really. Very, very nice. So how did you get along with all that music? Bowing and D's and F's and A's. So many. Did it all go okay?
Yeah, the transition from Cameron's into Jenny Dang, I
Yeah. So you have so at the end of Cameron, I just want to see, is there two D's?
yeah, there's the
Yeah.
yeah.
Two D's, yeah, diggity da. So
Yeah.
you join that last D with the F of Jenny Dang the Weaver.
Okay, so I'm not seeing an F on Jenny Dang. Whatever version I have here starts on.
It doesn't have a pickup note?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, well I would add a pickup note. I would add an F,
An F pickup.
F pickup note, yeah.
Okay.
And that will join it up for you nice.
Okay.
Okay. Now next week we'll continue to work on that set. So part of it, like I said, is stamina. How was the stamina? Was it okay? You're
Yeah.
good, Bartolane. You're used to it. How about you there, Astrid? Were you okay for getting through it all?
There. Yeah, not so bad. It was the connecting notes that Elaine was talking about. I need to work on.
Yeah.
So that's practice. So I'll work
It's
on
just
that.
practicing that and kind of understanding it. So I'm glad we went through it. So practice those connecting notes, and we'll work on that set. That set next time, and we'll work on the jigs too, because we spent the whole time learning the Strasbourg tonight. Alrighty.
Great. Thanks,
All right.
Dan.
We'll see you guys next
Bye,
week.
Dad.
Yeah.
Bye bye.